Starting off with my Rent video journal for question number 1, I'm going to be talking about what I noticed. And starting off, I have seen Rent the musical, but I've never seen a stage production version, so this was very interesting for me to be able to compare the two. And some things that I noticed were like the set is a lot more minimalistic than the movie, and obviously the movie goes into more detail and wants to make it more realistic, but I thought that the stage production does a really good job of changing the set and like the different settings without changing the overall structure of the set, because it is very minimalistic and they don't really have to do much to tell the story, which I think is really cool. Some values being represented is, I think their priority was to show all different perspectives of social status, first of all, and different people within society. So they cover like drugs, sexuality, AIDS and stuff like that, which are all, especially in the 90s when this is set, is a very taboo type of subject in our society. So I thought that was cool how they kind of wanted to bust through those doors and just cover as many topics as they could, and aspects of society that weren't really talked about at that time. Some things that I had to go back and look at was, obviously I did a lot of research on AIDS and the struggle that it had on people during the time period where it was really prominent, just because I felt like this helped me understand the characters and the story more and more of what they were going through. Although they did talk about their feelings a lot about it, I just feel like doing background research kind of gives you more understanding of the story and the characters. And in this play, as what I mentioned before, is how they cover so many different like issues of diversity, like with race, gender, sexuality, class, religion, disability. I think they show all aspects of this within the play, which I feel like is really impressive, and not many plays cover all those bases. And I think this play is musical is very relevant to today, because all these social norms and like standards and issues of diversity still exist. Some may not be as prominent, but like it's all things that are always going to be important within our society to talk about. One song that specifically stood out to me and I feel like represented the story as a whole is La Vie Boheme. And this song I just feel like is such a staple in the musical, because it is basically a song about all taboo subjects that people talk about, and they're basically making Benny and this other guy who have traded their poor life for like a higher class life, they're making them uncomfortable talking about all these taboo topics, especially in public. And I think that's basically what the whole story is about, is although some topics may be uncomfortable, they're trying to make it less uncomfortable by talking about it, which I think is great. So to end my video, my 2 questions are, why was Roger so hesitant to tell Mimi about his past and push her away rather than be honest? And then, in your opinion, how do you think this musical can relate to today's society? So thank you.